Hi, good day. My name is Ryan. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for your time and opportunity you have given me to be a part of your company. A little more about myself. I'm currently an NTU student studying chemistry and biological chemistry. Before that, I was a graduate in Singapore Polytechnic under the course Chemical Process Technology. My area of interest in this field of studies will be pharmaceutical chemistry, analytical chemistry, as well as organic chemistry. Being in my final year in NTU, I'm required to do an internship with a company outside, and I'm very much hoping that company will be your company, a petrochemical company which suits my area of interest in both organic and analytical chemistry. To describe a stressful situation in my life, that will be during my poly days when I'm a final year doing my final year project. My final year project basically what requires us to do research on the use as well as the properties of magnesium oxide. Because our sample of magnesium that we order were 6 weeks late, we were quite pressed for time on our experimental results as we were unable to conduct our experiments during the first few weeks. Knowing that, me and my fellow FYP mates, we devised a plan in which we will do our research first, followed by our experiment. Because our final year project presentation requires both experimental results as well as theoretical research, we decide to focus much more on the theoretical research first during our first few weeks, in which we did research on people who have done similar experiments as well as their results, so that we can have a base and a rough prediction on what our results will turn out to be like, as well as the original properties of magnesium. That way, we won't have to focus so much on research on the later part of the day, in which that is typically what most FYP would be, to do experimental first and then research later. But because we are unable to do our experiment, we decide not to waste time and do our research first. In the end, we were able to successfully complete our FYP in time, and I think this is a very good opportunity to show about our time management. For academic wise, the most challenging part I found during my studies will be during my days in NTU when I'm in year 1, which I was required to do calculus. Knowing, because my maths was not very good, I had a tough time dealing with this subject and understanding it. Most of the time, I could not understand what my lecturers were teaching. It, honestly, it has been a long time since I have touched maths in my life, because during my days in Polytechnic, my course did not require me to touch very much on maths. Knowing that I'm very weak in my maths, I decided to seek help from various resources such as textbooks, online studies, as well as consulting my fellow students in NTU who are better in their subject. Another thing I did to ensure that I did well for this module was that NTU offers this consultation in the maths club, in which it's a voluntary thing, but I attended it regularly so that I can get help from people who are studying maths, who are better in me than maths, to help me in this subject. In the end, I was able to pass that module and did well. Finally, I would like to thank you once again for the time and opportunity you have given me, and I look forward to your favorable reply.